Plastic versus Loud Whine for our Master Premade Finals. Best of 5 here. Shio, this is for you. If I ever see Neutral Bomb on Fortress, I'm gonna leave the server. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just need to. Prod also says that they will leave. But all right, locking in here as we see Flex. I have, if anybody in chat wants to help me with that one, but Flex with the sniper. Yeah, Flexed 3 down for Loud Whine. That power item is in favor for Plastic. I do recognize Mini Berserker for Loud Whine. Shout out to the little homie. Love to see, you know, such a young talent performing at a high level. Definitely tip the cap off. Yeah. Yeah, Prod is saying that they're a better Halo player than them, and homie's not even, you know, able to drive yet. So, love to see that. Batsy Dubs has the bomb in their hands now, and tries to get the early plant here. Gets the melee onto the enemy. Raptor hits the death screen one more time, and now things are getting interesting as that's 3 down for Loud Whine. That should be 1-0 in favor for Plastic, and it is. Yeah, Curality getting the slay. Man, these master level players are definitely making me think about how to pronounce those gamer tags. This is definitely not like Pizza Party. Love that gamer tag. I can tell there's a little bit of, you know, I'm trying to find the word. I don't want to say ego, but I'm gonna use that word. There's a little bit of ego when it comes to these gamer tags, if that makes any sense. Hayabusa, just too good for Yusa. Yeah, production, bring in the better word, confidence. Thank you, thank you. That's a better correction, so I don't. Yeah, so I don't get yelled at after. But Hayabusa, just too good for Yusa. Standing up, trying to get the sticky onto the OS player. Gets taken out. Now Orange is just being a pest here. It's back and forth, even though Plastic broke that bomb off the map and get that reset. It's 2 down for both teams. Looks like a ranked duos match right now as people come up. Flex gets taken out by Orange. Some nice movement coming from that player with the Cloud9 Bandit, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Plastic are on a little bit of a back foot here as Loud Whine are just able to control the enemy spawn here. But not for long as Orange decides to back off. And with 9 minutes left, about 180 seconds left, with about 180 seconds being played here on Fortress Bomb. We see both teams super close. I know usually with the pros we see them go 1-0 just to finish this map. The first one to get the plant usually wins the map. But right now I'm expecting Loud Whine to have a decent little opportunity here if they're able to just... Oh, I jinx it. Loud Whine. We're on the back foot there, and Plastic out of nowhere get the second plant. Just saying, hey, we got the opportunity. We have the place, we have the lane open. Let's just use it. Play simple Halo, not try to overcomplicate things here. Flex gets taken out. A snipe off does not go into their favor. That camo or that shield is popped for Batsy Dubs. 2 members of Loud Whine are just outside that door. 1 gets taken out. 3 down for Plastic. Mini has the sniper in their hands now. Another minute has been ticked off. That is some great spawn awareness from the Berserker. Love to see that. Doesn't get to find the head though. Hayabusa gets taken out by Curality. And now, some great awareness coming from the young gun. Nice headshot. Oh my god, kid. That's just disgusting. Man, I hope your parents are watching and you just clip that for the fridge because that was amazing. Wow. Flex tries to get that bomb moving but gets spoiled as Batsy comes in, gets some damage, and now that team in blue staggered a little bit. Berserker gets a slay off screen now. Now, welcome back to the Halo Rec League. Plastic versus Loud Whine. It is our Master's Premade. Best of 5 here. Let's see if Loud Whine are able to get at least 1 point here. They have a foothold to do so, but Flex is just gonna run that bomb. I thought you were gonna repulse. I thought you were gonna throw that off, but instead you decide to repulse it to the middle of the map. Flex is flexing their IQ here, and now 2 down for both teams as Plastic seem to have the advantage here, led by Flexed. Now, an assist coming through for that team in red. Those pings are going crazy for Plastic right now. They're doing a great job of distributing the information that they see to their team. Man, this is the time that I wish we had listen-ins during the HRL. I'd love to go into one with Plastic right now, because Flex would definitely be the IGL leading their team through their plays on the sticks and their comms on the microphone. And now Loud Whine come back up. Off spawn are in a tricky situation here. Flex gets the enemy with the sniper. 2 shot, now 1 shot. Dead with the elbow. Berserker surrenders that power item to the enemy, but Orange is there to pick up the comm from the young gun. Everybody's coming back up from the respawn. Plurality drops, and now it's a 3v4 in favor. Poor Loud Whine, but not for long. Hayabusa hits the floor as we now see Orange trying to make something happen with that power weapon. Gets a nice body shot, gets the assist with the help of the teammate, and now Orange, hey, this is our opportunity. They try to repulse back to get away with their life here. Almost finds a nice lay onto the enemy up bottom blue tower. But they drop that sniper. I believe Berserker is there to pick it up. 19, 2, and 13 from the young gun. That's just impressive. That's very impressive. I tip the cap in. Love to see, the younger generation being so passionate about Halo. I was born in 2001, and I'm saying the younger generation. Man, I feel old. But now, that bomb. Still in no man's land here. Looks like Loud Whine will be able to get a touch off the slate that Berserker got, but Corality is there to take out Mini. And now, wow, Corality gets taken out. It is just a war of attrition right now. That hit in the face of Loud Whine is just a death zone for both teams. No one can get that bomb moving. Chat, let me know you're here. Let me know you're locked in, by the way. Love to see the feedback from Shio, but as I say that, Orange potentially crashes. Hopefully they're back. They're not back. Sounds good. All right, I'm going to take a second. We're going to send it to break, but once we're back, we'll be right back into Fortress Bomb. We'll be right back in a matter. All right, we are back. If you thought that we were watching the series, that was our break screen, I just want to reiterate, that's our break screen. Just making sure that you all know that whenever we're in between and you see the times come up for our matches, that means we're on break. Maybe that's something that we need to take note of, just to make sure that y'all are aware when we should just put this is break. But we just saw Mini Berserker taken out by a great sniper shot from the enemy at that bottom blue tower. Eventually, Kira Lee, oh my god, Kira was there to find the play. Chirality, thank you, oh my lord. Today is just not my day. Or it is, we'll figure it out. Right now, Flex, getting the nice double kill, 3 down for Loud Whine. Do want to remind people that we did have Orange drop out, so everybody coming back into this game 1 might be a little cold, so it's going to be whoever can get that engine revving up quickly is going to be the one to have a lot of success here. I know Plastic are up to Curality. Thank you, production, for that help. Force the 4 down. Orange is the first one up off the respawn for Loud Whine. Seems like Curality just runs that bomb into the enemy spawn. Ooh. Maybe if you just look the other way when you have that bomb in your hands, you get away with murder right there. 3 down once again for Loud Whine as we see Calvinator 11 getting the killing spree badge and gets amazing damage onto the enemy. It seems like Plastic will be able to close this out in a matter of moments unless I'm mistaken, and I was. Yeah, Caster's Curse comes in right there as Plurality once again finds the perfect onto the enemy. Now it's Batsy getting the arm and closing us out of the Fortress. Bomb game 1. Plastic take the lead in this Masters Premade best of 5 grand finals here. And, you know, seeing this map Origin just makes me want to go back and see the compilations of shots. Splice just dominating right there. Mini Berserker trying to make a statement, getting a nice body shot onto the enemy. Almost finds a head, but does not. Contention for those rockets is tied as both teams aren't able to secure that power item. Calvinator, once again finds a disgusting body shot, but it's not enough to get the death screen onto the enemy. Right now, Raptor playing their life here, pausing, just analyzing what's going on. Berserker trying to make something happen with those rockets. Unfortunately, it does not go into their favor. 5-6 is the score right now with about a minute left here. Loud Whine somehow, someway have the lead. Control of the power items has been the recipe for success for that team. Hayabusa says, I'm just too good for you, suck. Right there as they get the nice perfect onto the enemy. Immediately turns around, realizes that there are dynamic spawns on this map, so everything is moving super fast paced, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 9-9 is the score. Mini Berserker drops again. 10-9 right there, and I feel like I'm hitting the kid with the Caster's Curse. I feel bad if calling you out made you a little bit nervous, but I have full faith in you, and I love to see you compete with such a great team. Batsy eventually gets taken out. Berserker with the amazing response there after coming back in off the death screen. 2 down for Plastic. Loud Whine now have map control and a 3-kill lead. Berserker is looking across the map. Realizes the dynamic spawns once again are coming through. Ooh, that's the second time they take out Batsy. Man, Batsy's getting destroyed right now by the Berserker. And let's see if they're able to get a nice 2-piece. Doesn't need to. They have the teammate to help out with the assist right there. It is 13-15 with about 2 minutes being played here and counting. Let's see if Berserker is able to pop off once again. Find the head, does! And the disgusting 2-piece hits the air, but I think they've done enough to warrant a drop right there. So 18-15 is the score right now. Flex trying to stay alive. Okay, I think I got a hold of these gamer tags right now. Thank you, production. Thank you, chat, for all your help. Yes, Dissector, this is Queso. Thank you to everybody from Ascending Baseline showing love. Appreciate y'all. It's been a pleasure and a lot of fun casting with you guys on the weekends. Raptor gets taken out by Flex. 3 down from Loud Whine. Let's see if Plastic are able to take the lead back after miraculously. Some map control from Loud Whine. Things are tied with 9 minutes left on Origin Slayer game 2 of our Master Premade Finals. That sniper is stuck at that lift. Everybody is just summoning the inner B and just trying to just swarm that power item. Hayabusa gets taken out. That was 3 down for Plastic once again. 22-24. Now 23-24. Berserker picks up that sniper looking like Frostbeat, but does not find the slays to allow the opposing team to tie things up here. Hey, you guys don't want to see me bark. That's all I'm going to say, chat. Right there, Morality finds the stick and the trade onto Hayabusa. Flex gets the perfect onto the enemy right there. Wow. Somehow, someway, Plastic take the lead and control of this series once again. Now they just need to manage this game. Say we have a very talented opposition. We need to just take care of each other, not drop and get average as they continue to grow their lead. Sniper in the hands of Batsy. Flex trying to get some damage onto the enemy. Berserker gets taken out. 3 down for Loud Whine. Hayabusa was the last one up. And let's see what happens with these dynamic spawns once again coming through, but this is about like the 3rd or even 4th time that these spawns have flipped throughout this map. Oh, what a disgusting snipe shot by, yeah, by Batsy. I think everybody in the booth right now is a little stunned that that was even a headshot. That lead keeps growing 7 in favor for the team in red. Batsy playing their life beautifully here. Takes on 2 members of the opposing team. Loud Whine gets the slay onto Dubs. Let's see if Loud Whine are able to minimize this lead. They need to start going 2 for 1 here before things get out of hand. Plastic 40 before Loud Whine hits 30. That would be a massive momentum boost, but just like that, 40 to 30 in favor for Plastic. 3 down for Loud Whine. Dubs is able to stay up here, and not for long though, as they get cursed once again with the rockets in the back pocket of Corrality. Man, I can finally say that right, me, I guess. But eventually, they don't need to distribute those rockets just yet. With the optic logo on the sides of the Spanker, they take out Hayabusa, but get picked off by a call out coming through from Loud Whine. Those rockets go into the favor of Flex now. They still control those power items of Plastic, but that lead is shrinking. Man, Loud Whine are doing a great job of doing exactly what I wanted them to do. It's 2 for 1. Not super clean, but but still enough. And I love to see chat chirping even if they don't agree with me. Corrality gets taken out, throws an nade, tries to get some damage there. Flex is there to at least react to some sort of call out that was made after Corrality dropped to the respawn. Hayabusa blinking right now, trying to stay alive. Get some shots onto the enemy. Calvinator, we now have the perspective of them with that sniper, but then they get taken out 43 to 44 in favor for Plastic. The difference is only 1 slay. What a wonderful map as things get tied. Raptor has the power item in favor for Loud Whine. Let's see if they're able to find a slay here. A head would be massive, but they find a body shot instead. That'll do for now. Things are tied. The team in red are worried about the pushes that they're going to make right now. Hayabusa ping the enemy. Berserker gets the slay onto K. Let's see what happens. Raptor is there to challenge the top mid. Drops down 1 slay in favor for Loud Whine with 5 minutes left. Things are tied, and a nice elbow coming from Raptor as Corrality gets a slay onto the Hayabusa off screen. Raptor needs to stay alive here. Yes, they don't, not yes, no. They surrender the lead. Plastic drop, and all of a sudden, Loud Whine drop, excuse me, and all of a sudden Plastic only need 1 slay to take game 2 here, 49 to 48. Let's see what happens. This last night is going to be amazing. Berserk, someone gets a slay in favor for Loud Whine off screen. 1 fail to rule them all. Let's see what happens. Oh my lord, everybody is just staying on their opposing side of the map. A nice body shot coming through for Flex, realizing, hey, I have the enemy isolated. Let's get it. Oh, the enemy gets away, though. 2 members of Plastic try to collapse there. This is the opportunity. Hayabusa finds the slay. That's just too good for use of your Plastic. Game 3 is definitely going to have momentum on their side throughout the rest of the series, unless the opposing team can just lock in. 2 down for Plastic here. As Loud Whine drop 2 as well. Batsy Dubs is the last one up for the team in red. They get pinged and isolated. That camo goes in favor for Hayabusa. Man, camo and sniper, or camo and shock rifle is such a deadly combo here on Solitude or Plaza, depending if you've been playing long enough to hit Halo. Unk status. Hayabusa is there to not get taken out from the nade across the map coming from the enemy. Let's see. You see a push from Plastic through. Flowers saying, hey, let's just bunch up and make sure we have good map control here. Don't give them anything too easy. My mind is low-key still wired as if we're playing Slayer, but we're playing King of the Hill. I wonder if anybody in the lobby feels the same way as Loud Whine. Take the initial lead here, but Plastic We're able to get a couple ticks onto the point before forcing Loud Whine to back off a disgusting nade coming through in favor for Plastic. Didn't really get to see who distributed that damage, but I'm very impressed with the placement from that one. 3v3, 2v3. Let's see who takes advantage here. 1v3 in favor for Loud Whine as Plurality K is last one up. Hayabusa staying onto that point. The team in blue has the red bandit on their side now and should be able to control this first bottom midpoint to take the lead 1-0 in the hill. Just like that, they do. Let's see how they respond to the rotations here after getting 3 down for a split second. Loud Whine might have favorable spawns here, even though they dropped. Seems like Orange was there to, you know, anchor something for their team as they come up. And now it looks like Plastic. Yeah, we're hitting the death screens, but we're just spawning in close enough to the point where they can get some initial time onto that second zone. Not for long though, as Hayabusa continues to inflict pain onto the enemy. Plastic trying to make a coordinated push, but everybody is just so separated. Batsy Dubs gets a slay onto the enemy. Was that Calvinator? Yeah, Calvinator got the slay onto Mini Berserker, forcing 4 down for the team in blue. Loud Whine are on the back foot for the second point. Let's see if they're able to have a good coordinated push from the spawns that they've been giving. Berserker gets to slay. Calvinator responds with a nice trade. Hayabusa has that power weapon and now finds the air right next to the enemy. That was 2 down for Loud Whine. Plastic now have advantage with Calvinator controlling that shock. M&K, if I've ever seen it. Jesus Christ. That is filthy movement coming from Plastic. Calvinator 11 trying to just anchor. LR finds a nice slay onto Hayabusa, getting the body shot that's switching so quickly to that bandit. That was just clean. If that's an M&K shock rifle player, that is impressive. I don't really play that much M&K, but I always hear how hard it is for, yeah, the production says that's M&K, but I always hear how hard it is for M&K players to use that shock rifle, and for them to be hitting with shot, it's definitely very impressive, making production go W for those shots right there. Love to see that. Fox, thank you for the love in chat. Hope I'm doing this series justice. And this is not my words, but Meg says get on the cast. You know, we miss you in caster comps. Those aren't my words, those are production's words. Right now, Flex anchoring this zone right now. And somehow, some way. Somehow, some way. Getting a foothold on this zone. Loud Whine doing a decent job of just wrestling and control. It is a war right now. Things are tied in this series and in King of the Hill right now. Man. These things are super tight right now as everybody's just fighting to become the champion in the Master Premade division. Let's see what unfolds here as Flex allows their team to spawn back up before pushing back onto this third point. Loud Whine are doing a decent job of just staying calm, recognizing that they have the right positions on this map. Maybe not the best positioning, but they have the right ones. So they need to be able to take advantage of what they have and to make it work. And it feels like Plastic are giving the opposing team an inch, and Loud Whine are taking a mile. Right now I'm just making sure that I'm all set. Probably introduce the next caster coming in after this next map. Just making sure they're all set. If production, you want to let me know whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Tuning in as the action's live.
Yeah. Silva, do you have anything to say to introduce yourself, or what have you been seeing as Loud Whine takes the series, takes this map 2-1 so far?
Honestly, it's just a really back and forth series so far. Seeing some familiar names here, especially from the comp scene. Loud Whine though, getting that last hill. I mean, I think it kind of cost him a little bit here as Plastic was able to get on the other side of the map. And this hill here in particular, when you're able to get that early positioning on that side of the map, I feel like it's hard to dig them out here as Hayabusa roaming around with the camo looking to make a play here.
Yeah, Hayabusa with that power item and the Mando in their back pocket distributes the damage, trying to make the opposing team think about what they're doing, but eventually they get shot in the back. Berserker with that shock rifle almost, or does find the head.
Ooh.
Oh, that was disgusting right there. And Batsy now has an open thing for their team.
Yeah, fantastic play there. As this next hill is going to go in favor of Plastic. They even it up 2-2. Next hill here, you can see Loud Whine getting in position, trying to build a setup there over on the side of poster ramps. The first trade goes out, one down for each side. As Suwa trying to capitalize on tower position as his teammate milks the rest of the spawners for Loud Whine. Trying to get over there and block it out on the blue side, but Plastic able to get in there with a couple spawners. As Suwa here, he's got to be doing double time here. He's got to be watching both of these sides here to help protect his man in the hill. Nice movement tech there to get up the top of S4 quickly, as now he's got a couple enemies here trying to sniff him out here in the top of S4, getting crafty, gets a beatdown but not able to get any kills, and now Plastic's going to be in position here to get a good chunk of time.
Yeah, Loud Whine doing a decent job of making the opposing team, you know, take that extra second to think about what they're doing. Corrality finds the slate onto the point. Feels like Plastic are not out of this just yet. Loud Whine have a great lead on this 5th point here with just about 2 minutes left on the clock. Let's see who's able to take it, because if Plastic are able to find 1 or 2 picks, they'll definitely take control of this point. But as I say, that Loud Whine have a great push coming in. Hayabusa eventually gets taken out. Things are very choppy. Mini Berserker's the last one up, and as I say, wow, 4 down for Loud Whine. Yeah,
Loud Whine there. They just needed to chalk up this hill here as being done. As not only do they lose the hill, they lose the camo. Calvinator sneaking in behind enemy lines, gets the first stick on Mini Berserker, still causing some chaos in the middle of their formation here. He knows one got out the top ledge here. Is he throwing another stick at him? Double stick, Grenadier. The man is a fiend with the frags, and I think he's got one more in the chamber here. Oh, he tries to finish it off. Much respect to the heat check on that 3rd sticky attempt.
Yeah, insane plays coming out from everybody in this lobby. With that shock rifle we saw, that shock rifle shots we've been seeing, and those crazy nades we just saw. Right now, Plastic have momentum on their side as they're able to keep a very talented Loud Whine squad at bay here. Batsy finds the elbow onto the enemy, doesn't find the head though. It's taken out. Berserker is getting shot in the back. Now chaos is ensuing for Loud Whine, as maybe their coordination is lacking, as Flex gets a nice 2-piece.
Yeah, nice 2-piece, 3 down for Loud Whine there for a minute. They do have the blue spawn still, so they can kind of maintain, you know, a jockey for this position, but Sua ends up going down early as the spawners for Plastic just push out a lift here, find the early kill on Hotel. They know another one's over here, but Raptor gets the double kill. 3 down for Plastic. Corrality here, he's got to maintain this S4 presence here to maybe give another lift spawn or get some loop spawns for reinforcements, but he gets sniffed out quickly by Loud Whine. Meanwhile, the whole time they're gathering some hill time. They even it up. They need this last hill here. But as I say, that 3 go down. Raptor here, the last desperate attempt. He ends up going down the end of that play. Not a lot he could do in that scenario. And Plastic looking to close it out here. Just a couple seconds left.
Definitely. That last engagement, things go in favor for Plastic on map 3 coming up. I'm not sure what we have coming up, but I
think they're all trying to do just a little bit too much, you know, and dying for old plays. As right now, Calvinator drops 7k damage, most in the lobby in the last game here. Tries to open things up with the BR over on window. 3 go down for Loud Whine. As now, I believe the camo is going to be able to go into their hands. No, camo is Hayabusa, the last guy alive. Sneaky little play there, stays up top mid, lets the man drop, keeps his camo, finds a flank over on Gen's side, and shuts down their early offensive push. Only a couple seconds left with his camo. Looks to put it to good use. 3 down for Plastic. Loud Whine starting to make their moves across the map, but Plastic immediately looking to protect their Gen side, and they flood in and easily pick off the first one. Hayabusa's got to be careful. His camo's going to go out while he's in the base. It's going to give him the sound notification. He gets the pull while 2 go down, and he's going to continue to be a pest here in the back of the base. And man, this is already turning out to be a solid open. Both teams able to get an early flag pull in the early going.
Yeah. Oh, Berserker loses that 1v1 at the car side of the map. Right now it's 2 down for Loud Whine and Plastic have advantage with their numbers. Looks like the two of them are pushing through with their gen. I like to call it utility. But a trade, I believe, happens at P2. Right now things are like dead even right now, even if that flag is in favor for Plastic right now. Loud Whine have a decent response here. Don't have that much space to work with. Flex is just putting that pressure. That flag is stranded at car 1. Let's see what unfolds. Looks like Orange gets taken out. Flex also gets picked off. Raptor gets a nice return for their flag, and with 10 minutes left, things are super even as we see a threat sensor go out to no avail.
And no avail on the threat sensor by Hayabusa and company in the enemy team's base, looking to get a flag pull as the fresh spawners come in from Gen's side. Two of his teammates go down. He kind of panics a little bit and goes for a flag pull. Mini Berserker, the last one left alive, roaming around with the camo. He's got to be a total pest here and give his teammates time to spawn up. Oh, I'm sorry, Chirality. Finds Sua over here in the Gen. Finds the second one on Window. Wins that one. Perfect double kill. 4 down. Get the pull. Get on your way. Teammate comes in, blocks the Gen. And so now the rest of Loud Whine here. Going to be spawning on the backside of base or over on Fridge. It should be easy going for Chirality here. One of his teammates, two of his teammates go down. They're probably going to get some damage on him here. Slides in, gets the cap. He's the last one alive, but he has to protect his life here. And don't give up the quick counter cap. But going up 1-0, already up in the series, I think the pressure is going to be on Loud Whine to answer back quickly. And they do.
Yeah, Raptor is just flying across the map, but Plastic were able to create enough time for themselves, even with that live that we saw from Chirality. Just enough to just make the opposing team, Loud Whine, think about what they were doing. It just feels like that 2 seconds of hesitation for the team in blue is just something that they're having a hard time overcoming. Calvinator is the last one up for the squad in red, has that flag out, maybe trying to bait it, gets the trade on to Orange. And now Hayabusa, with the VR in their hands, tries to get some map control and some info for their team. Batsy Dubs was the last one for Plastic up. Calvinator is now their support, but Hayabusa gets the nice piv onto the enemy, and things are looking pretty decent for Plastic as Calvinator hits the 10 slay mark for the first time. Is the first player to do that in this lobby. Orange. Ooh, might have an opportunity to tie things up, but it's going to be tricky as Hayabusa. Now Orange. Berserker is on the dead screen. Let's see if Chirality is able to utilize his camo to the full effect. Things are super choppy here, but I think that flag just got returned.
Yeah, 4 down there. And man, that felt like everything was set up there for Loud Whine to get that flag. That's a bit of taking the wind out of their sail. Only down 1-0 though, so they know that they've basically had one almost successful flag run. They could definitely pull it off. But Chirality though, early on the spawners, gets a double kill. Hayabusa trying to make a bit of a hero play here. Not much he can do. And yeah, boy, you hate to see it. To have a flag almost be capped like that and it go the other way. Now down 2-0. Loud Whine here. They got their backs against the wall here. They're going to have to answer and figure something out here. As it looks as if Plastic here just kind of easily getting the top mid control, pinning the rest of Loud Whine in their base and in the back of Fridge. Look at this, just Batsy Dub making it an absolute nightmare to spawn up into all of these grenades and damage. The Loud Whine though, we'll see if they have the resolve to survive.
Yeah, Hayabusa's the last one up for that team in blue. Dubs realizes that their team has the flag in their hands, and now 3-0 in favor for Plastic. Another one coming through from Prod. Great plays coming from Team in Red. And I hate to, always be comparing the Shopify and Optic, but it feels like these teams are very evenly matched. But Plastic are just able to summon their inner Shopify as we see a nice double kill, leading to the killing spree.
Nice.
Sounds good. And we're back on the HRL channel for Masters Premade Grand Finals 3-0 in favor for Plastic. We just saw someone crash out for that team in red, but as I say, that Corrali grabs that active camo, realizes that Berserker's trying to run their flag across to the gen side of the map, but it's not gonna come out too much because he didn't get the slays right there. 2 down for Loud Whine. This should be a opportunity for that team in red to return, but no, I was mistaken. That team in blue kept moving that flag.
Oh my god.
There it is. That's the opportunity to return if you get the slay.
Oh.
What do you think is going to happen, Fox? What are you seeing?
Oh my god, Crowdy almost was going to make another clutch camo play there. He did have the flank. Next one coming in though, Calvinator doesn't waste any time here, battling both of them while trying to get the re. It is just a train moving this like inch by inch to get the flag across the map, and it's the same for the people flying across the map to stop it. Oh my gosh, a well-earned flag cap there by the entire team of Loud Whine as Mini Berserker finally finishes it off, tries to stay alive, and you know what, honestly, this looks like it's going to be a bit of a rejuvenating like kind of timeout here for Loud Whine. I mean, obviously you don't want to look for crashes, but you know, it's a part of the game. If you're able to bounce back quickly, you can get a quick cap on the board, and Loud Whine shows that, as now only down by 2 and plenty of time left in this game.
Yeah, after we saw that cap go in, we saw Berserker spam the B button as if he knew production was on his perspective, and was definitely excited about that one. With about 4 minutes left, like you mentioned, 3-1 is the score. Let's see what's able to happen. Flex slows things down. Corrali gets a slay onto Berserker off screen. Orange gets a slay onto Dubs. Corrali once again gets another pick onto Raptor. Flex realizes that two are down for the opposing team. Tries to move that flag through the bottom mid. Doesn't really work, but right now maybe it's all about wasting time and managing the game. The camo is up. Let's see who's able to grab it.
Yeah, Calvinator here trying to delay as much as possible. Gets a pick. But camo likely going to fall in the hands of Loud Whine. Calvinator though, he's just a damage machine though. We saw it in the last map here, just doing a great job of positioning, playing his life, holding angles, and slowing down whatever Loud Whine wants to do right now. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Not a lot for them to work with, as now Loud Whine's flag is out in their courtyard. They're trying to defend it. 2 go down. Calvinator shows up, gets the next leg on the relay, but Raptor over on the other end pulling the enemy team's flag and looking to make a run on Jen's side. Don't think his flag is going to get returned though, so he vows to just kind of speed rush it across the other side, as I believe their flag is still down and over in the enemy team's base. It looks like we're going to have a bit of a standoff here, but Batsy Dubs, the last guy alive on Plastic, over on the other side, overextends the entire way. He has a chance here, maybe get a relay. He's going to have to pull something out here, a 1v2, but they sniff him out quickly, and a bit of a standoff that Plastic can... Oh, it looks like we just got the flag return. Holy cow, Loud Whine's making a comeback here.
Yeah, that was an insane flag return. I think someone almost got that flag returned, and then there was like a last second touch, and then in all the chaos someone was able to, you know, split off from the group and get that fully. So right now we're on the perspective of Hayabusa, BR in their hands, moving that red flag through the yellow util, trying to make something work. This 1v1 is going to be super crucial. Are they able to get it? Oh, wow. What a slay to keep that flag at bay. It didn't really get to see who got it. Things are super fast paced here. That red flag does get returned. 2 minutes left. Plastic maybe fearing Loud Whine here, saying, hey, let's just slow down here. Not necessarily slow down, but let's just find our placement on the map. Make sure that we're not getting average. Orange gets a slay, but eventually picked off. It is Trade Central right now. A 3v2 in favor for Plastic. Loud Whine drop down 4 out of nowhere, but somehow, some way have enough time on the map to not have to panic too much. Right now, Hayabusa realizing that someone is taking their flag, gets the pick right there, so it's moving.
Nice pick on that. That was a pretty solid defense. The rest of Loud Whine here have to sniff out Calvinator, who's roaming around the bottom mid with some camo left. 2 down for each side. Calvinator here just gathering intel for his team. 10 kills and 10 assists. He's been scanning the field the entire game here. Finds the lonely overextender over on Fridge side. Gets an easy pick. Raptor also goes down. One member of Loud Whine pushing out the top of vent here over on Car side. 2 members of Plastic dive on it. Less than a minute left to go here. Plastic, they're trying to control this game here. They're trying to kind of just suffocate Loud Whine here as they keep finding the first overextender of the new spawners on each side. Fatsy Delv maybe gets a little too aggressive. He dies in the enemy team's base. And yeah, like you said, it's tough to keep up. These teams are just going at it right now.
Yeah, holding forward, but with intent right now. Hayabusa moving through the bottom mid, trying to make something work. Raptor is there to be a pest onto the opposing team, but gets isolated and called out. That might be GG's unless Mini Berserker can do something off spawn. If you're Loud Whine, you literally have no more deaths to give in the HRL this season, or else it's GG's. 10 seconds left. Let's see what is going to happen. If Berserker is able to get a miracle push,
Ooh.
right there, they might have it if they get there in time. 3, 2, 1, no, that's GG's, and congratulations to Plastic as they are our Master Premade champions.